Hey guys, it's Danny, and for today's quick bite, I've got a roasted pepper crostini with goat cheese and walnuts. Now, I wanted to share a recipe that you guys could turn to all holiday season if you're going to somebody's house or you're having people over and you just want a little finger food, something that's simple, delicious, festive, and very easy to make. So I've got my oven preheating at 400 degrees, and I bought a mini loaf of sourdough bread that I sliced into about half-inch slices, which got me 10 pieces, not including the little bread ends. I'm gonna pop this in the oven for about 5 minutes or until it's just toasted. You're just looking for it to get lightly browned around the edges. Now, whenever I make a dish that uses a fresh baguette, I always opt for sourdough over, say, a French or Italian loaf, because there's something about the fermentation process in the sourdough that actually changes the structure of the starches in the bread. So it's much gentler on the body. It doesn't spike blood sugar levels the way, say, a traditional white bread would. And not to mention, it's absolutely delicious, so why not? Okay. These are perfect because you can see they're just getting brown and toasty around the edges. Now, this next step is key. You're gonna take a whole clove of garlic and you're gonna rub it on top of each toast while they're still warm. What this is gonna do is it's gonna infuse garlic flavor right into the bread, and it's gonna add a little moisture into the bread so they're not too crispy when you bite into them. Once you've got all your bread done, that's ready to go, we're gonna work on the topping. Now I've got 4 ounces of goat cheese. I'm just letting it hang out, come to room temperature. That makes it easier to spread on the toasts. And in this bowl here, I've got a 12-ounce jar of roasted peppers that I drained and then sliced into nice thin strips. Now, roasted peppers are a great ingredient to keep in the pantry, guys, because it adds a lot of flavor and it's an easy way to elevate a dish any day of the week. To that, I'm adding 1 clove of minced garlic. Now, in this household, we are big garlic fans, but if you don't feel the same about garlic, you could exclude this extra clove since you've already infused the garlic flavor into the bread. 2 teaspoons of balsamic vinegar, which just so happens to love roasted peppers. A teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil. 2 tablespoons of fresh chopped parsley. A pinch of salt. A little fresh black pepper. And then an ounce, which is about 2 tablespoons of chopped walnuts. Then you're gonna get your fork in there and just bring everything together. Now, it used to be when I made this dish, I would use pine nuts instead of the walnuts. But this past summer, I was back in Jersey, and my best friend's father, Mr. Plaza, who has taught me a ton about cooking throughout the years, made his pesto using walnuts instead of pine nuts. And when I tasted it, I fell in love. So I wanted to try this dish with the walnuts, and I gotta tell you guys, I don't just like it, I actually like it better. It's hearty and buttery, and they just work really well. Once you've got all those flavors incorporated, you're ready to assemble. Now, just a little FYI, you could get everything prepped up to here and just have it ready to go, and then right before your guests arrive or you leave for your party, you could start this assembly. Just take one of the garlic toasts, and we're gonna put a nice thin layer of goat cheese right over the top, and then top that with a dollop of the roasted peppers. It smells amazing. And then right onto your serving plate. Just gonna keep on doing that till you've got them all ready to roll. Now, I like to serve these on a simple white plate and then just top it with a little extra parsley for garnish. That crispy bread with the creamy goat cheese and then the tang of the balsamic vinegar and the garlic on top of those roasted peppers. So flavorful, and it's fun and festive, perfect for your holiday table. For more simple and nutritious recipes, tips, and ideas, be sure you come on over and check out cleananddelicious.com, where you can print all the recipes, save them to your personal recipe box, and subscribe to my newsletter. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm Danny Spees, and I'll see you soon with another quick bite. Now, whenever I'm making anything with a baguette for the top, I usually opt for sourdough because there's something about the fermentation process in the sourdough that actually changes the starches